What if I told you that a single penny from 2006, yes, a regular looking Lincoln penny with no mint mark, could be worth up to $876,000? That's right, a coin you might have in your pocket right now could make you richer than your wildest dreams. This isn't clickbait. Stay with me. You're going to want to check your pennies after this. The 2006 Lincoln penny, the one with Abraham Lincoln's bust facing right, is one of the most common coins in circulation. Millions were made. But like with many mass-produced coins, a few slipped through the cracks with rare, valuable errors. These are the ones collectors are obsessed with. And some of them have sold for jaw-dropping prices. So what makes a 2006 penny with no mint mark potentially worth more than a house? Normally, a coin will have a small letter underneath the year. A D for Denver. An S for San Francisco. But if there's no mint mark? That means it was minted in Philadelphia. That part is normal. What's not normal is what happens when the mint messes up. We're talking major mint errors. No mint mark doesn't automatically mean big money, but if your penny also has one of these rare mistakes, then you're sitting on a gold mine. So what exactly should you look for? First, double die errors. That's when the design is stamped more than once in slightly different positions. On a 2006 penny, this can cause Lincoln's face, the date, or the words like Liberty and In God We Trust to look blurry or doubled. These pennies are crazy rare and can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Second, off-center strikes. If the coin looks like it was punched off balance, or parts of the design are missing or shifted, that's another red flag, or should I say green flag, for value. Depending on how dramatic the error is, you could be looking at hundreds or thousands of dollars. And third, the Holy Grail. There's a rumored 2006 no mint mark penny with a major die clash and planchet error. One of these reportedly sold at auction for, wait for it, $876,000. That's right. A penny. A coin worth 1 cent sold for nearly $1 million. So how do you check your own 2006 pennies? First, grab a magnifying glass. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, the lettering. Look for anything that seems doubled, blurry, or unusual. Then check the edges. Is anything off-center? Is there any warping or strange textures? Still not sure? You can compare your coin with high-res photos from trusted coin collector websites or get it appraised by a professional coin grading service. Yes, it might cost a few bucks. But if your penny turns out to be the rare one, that's the best investment you'll ever make. The best part? These pennies are still out there. In change. In drawers. In jars under the bed. You don't need to be rich to go hunting. All it takes is a little curiosity and attention to detail. So before you spend the 2006 penny, take a good long look at it. Because it might just be your lucky break. Wouldn't it be wild if your next big payday was hiding in plain sight in your pocket? If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more treasure hunting tips. I'll be back with more coins that could turn your change into a fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket worth more than a Lamborghini. Now imagine it's a 1975 D Lincoln penny. Looks ordinary, right? But one of these coins could be hiding a secret that makes it worth up to $876,000. Yes. Almost $1 million for a single penny. Sounds insane? Let me explain. Most of us ignore pennies. They fall under car seats. They rattle in jars. But some of them, like this one, can turn into life-changing discoveries. The 1975 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, part of the regular circulation. Billions were made. So what makes one of them possibly worth a small fortune? It's not just age. It's not just condition. It's about rarity, minting errors, and how few of these special variations exist. In coin collecting, the smallest differences can mean everything. A tiny flaw. A double stamp. The wrong metal. That's when ordinary coins become treasure. And the 1975 D penny is rumored to have one of these exact flaws. Some collectors believe a few were struck on the wrong planchet. That's the metal disc used before the coin is stamped. Instead of the regular copper or bronze, it may have been stamped on a silver dime planchet or another rare alloy. That kind of mistake is like a golden ticket to the collector world. Only a handful would have slipped through. And that's what drives the price sky-high. In a private sale, one of these error coins was allegedly valued at up to $876,000. That's not a typo. It wasn't just condition. It was a perfect storm. An ultra-rare minting error. An unexpected material. Impeccable condition. And the right buyer who was willing to pay top dollar. Now, to be clear, not every 1975D penny is going to make you rich. Most are still worth 1 cent. Some in mint condition might fetch a few bucks. But if you find one with an unusual weight, color, or sound when dropped, it could be time to look closer. Here's what you do. Take your 1975D pennies and check for anything unusual. If it looks like it was struck on silver. If it weighs less than usual. If it looks slightly off in diameter. These are signs you might have a rare error coin. Next, get it authenticated. Don't clean it. Don't polish it. Leave it exactly as it is. Reach out to a reputable coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm if it's real and tell you if you're holding something truly rare. Thousands of people every year overlook coins that could be worth a fortune. The difference between 1 cent and hundreds of thousands is all in the details. And the 1975D Lincoln penny is a perfect example. So check your change. Go through those old jars. That little copper coin might just be your $1 million moment waiting to happen. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, hit like, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and tell us in the comments if you've ever found something valuable in your pocket change. Imagine tossing a penny into the change jar, not knowing you just gave away nearly $1 million. Sounds crazy, right? Well, one ordinary-looking coin from 2013 with no mint mark might be worth up to $876,000, and it could be hiding in your pocket right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover rare coins, hidden cash, and jaw-dropping collectibles. Today we're diving into the mysterious 2013 Lincoln penny and why collectors are paying massive money for one incredibly rare version of it. If you've ever thought pennies are worthless, think again. So what's so special about a 2013 penny? At first glance, the 2013 Lincoln cent looks just like every other copper-plated zinc coin in your spare change. It features the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the Union shield on the back. Pretty standard, right? But here's the twist. Most 2013 pennies were minted in either Denver, marked with a D, or Philadelphia, which normally uses no mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 2013 pennies, specifically the no mint mark version, have been discovered with extremely rare minting errors. These are mistakes that happen during the production process. And when an error is rare enough, collectors go wild for it. We're talking double dies, off-center strikes, and in one extraordinary case, a transitional planchet error. This is when the coin was struck using a metal blank from a different year or design, creating a one-of-a-kind piece. Now get this. One of these 2013 no mint mark Lincoln pennies with a serious mint error was graded and sold for an astonishing $876,000. That's not a typo. $876,000 for a penny. Let that sink in. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? First, grab a magnifying glass and check the date, 2013. No mint mark. That's the starting point. Now look closer. Check for signs of doubling. That's when letters or numbers look like they have a shadow or echo. Especially focus on the word Liberty or the date itself. These are common spots for double die errors. Next, examine the coin's edges. If the rim is uneven, or if part of the design looks off-center, it could be a misstrike. These are also valuable. And if the color or weight seems off, you might be holding a coin struck on the wrong planchet, one of the rarest types of mint errors. If you think you found something unusual, don't clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Instead, take clear photos and send them to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate it and tell you just how rare and how valuable it really is. Now you might be wondering, why would the mint let something like this happen? Great question. The US Mint produces billions of coins every year. Mistakes, though rare, are inevitable. Sometimes old blanks get mixed into new production batches. Sometimes dies wear out or shift slightly. These mechanical quirks create errors that can turn everyday coins into collector goldmines, and with coin collecting growing fast, especially online, rare finds are more in demand than ever. So next time you're handed change at the store, don't just toss those pennies aside. Check them. That little copper coin might just be your lottery ticket in disguise. To recap, the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune if it has a rare error. Always check for doubling, off-center strikes, odd weights or color, and anything that looks out of the ordinary. You never know, your next penny might be worth $876,000. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new, subscribe for more hidden treasure tips, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Until next time, happy hunting! Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket that's worth more than a Lamborghini. Sounds insane, right? But one 2002 Lincoln penny without a mint mark sold for a jaw-dropping $876,000. And yes, it looked just like an ordinary coin. Could you be holding a fortune without even knowing it? Welcome back to Rare Money Mysteries, where small coins lead to massive surprises. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins of recent years, the 2002 no mint mark Lincoln penny. It may look like just another copper coin, but a few rare details have turned some of these into six-figure treasures. Let's start with the basics. The 2002 Lincoln penny was part of the Memorial Cents series, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Most were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, which you can usually tell by the tiny mint mark under the date. But what if that mint mark is missing? A missing mint mark might sound like a printing mistake, but in some cases, it's not a mistake at all. It can be a major error or a rare variation that collectors are obsessed with. For the 2002 Lincoln penny, a small number left the mint without a visible mint mark. In most cases, these coins aren't worth more than a few bucks unless they come with something else, a critical error. So, what made that one 2002 penny sell for nearly $876,000? It was a double die error. That means the coin was struck more than once, and the images didn't align perfectly. This creates visible doubling on the letters and numbers, especially noticeable on Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 2002. When that doubling happens without a mint mark and the coin is in pristine condition, like graded MS68 or higher, you've got a unicorn. Collectors go wild for these combinations, and bidding wars can send prices into the stratosphere. Here's what you need to check right now. Grab any 2002 penny you have. Look at the date. Is there a D, S, or no letter at all? If there's no mint mark, inspect the letters and numbers carefully. Use a magnifying glass or your phone zoom. Are there signs of doubling? If so, your penny might be worth getting graded. Also, check the condition. The fewer scratches, the better. Coins that look like they just left the mint stand the best chance of being worth serious cash. If you think you've got a winner, don't clean it. Seriously, cleaning a rare coin can drop its value instantly. Instead, contact a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC and get it officially graded. Then, you can take it to auction houses like Heritage Auctions or list it through a verified dealer. Some collectors are waiting and watching for that exact error. Your coin might be next. Who knew a little 2002 penny could hide such a massive secret? Check your change. Your next grocery store run might end in a fortune. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss your chance to spot rare money hiding in plain sight. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket worth more than your car. More than your house. What if I told you that one ordinary-looking 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth up to $876,000? Sounds insane, right? But it's true, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to look for before you spend or toss another 1-cent coin. Welcome back to the channel where your change could make you rich. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most unbelievable modern coin finds, the 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny that collectors are going crazy over. First things first, let's clear up what a no mint mark penny even means. Most coins in the US are made at one of three mints: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Philadelphia coins usually don't carry a mint mark. So, a 2014 penny with no mint mark? That sounds normal, right? But here's where it gets interesting: not all 2014 no mint mark pennies are equal. Some have serious errors or rare varieties that make them extremely valuable. One of these error coins recently made headlines in the coin collecting world when it sold at auction for an eye-watering $876,000. So what makes a simple 2014 penny worth that much? Let's break it down. You want to look for something called a double die error. This means that the coin was struck more than once during the minting process, causing parts of the design, like the lettering, the date, or Lincoln's profile, to appear doubled. And in the right condition, with the right kind of doubling, these coins can fetch insane prices. Focus your eyes on these spots: the word liberty, the date 2014, and the phrase "In God We Trust." If any of these look like they've been printed twice, or have a shadowed effect, you might be holding something special. Another thing to check is the reverse, that's the back of the coin. Look closely at the Lincoln Memorial or Shield. Is anything off-center? Are any of the letters in E pluribus unum doubled, crooked, or oddly spaced? If so, don't ignore it, but here's the kicker. Condition matters a lot. Coins graded as mint state 67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC are where the real money lies. That's why a seemingly tiny difference, a scratch, a fingerprint, or even just circulation wear, can make or break a six-figure value. Millions of these coins were minted, but only a tiny handful have the kind of errors collectors crave. If you find one and it's in great condition, you could be sitting on a jackpot. Here's what you should do next: check every 2014 penny you come across. Grab a magnifying glass or even a cheap microscope from Amazon. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, or anything that looks unusual. If you think you have something rare, don't clean it. Get it appraised by a coin dealer or sent to a grading service. And here's a pro tip: check online auction sites like eBay and Heritage Auctions to see how similar coins are being listed or sold. You'll be shocked at some of the prices. Before we wrap up, remember this. Every year, people throw away pennies or let them pile up in jars, completely unaware that some of them are worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. You could be one of the lucky ones, but only if you know what to look for. So next time you hear that jingle in your pocket, pay attention. That boring brown penny could be your golden ticket. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe for more coin finds that could change your life, and share this with someone who always says pennies are worthless, because this 2014 penny says otherwise. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Did you know a single penny could make you rich? Not just a few $100, not even a few thousand. We're talking about one humble-looking Lincoln penny from 1971 selling for as much as $876,000. And the craziest part? You might already have one sitting in your pocket, change jar, or old coin collection right now. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking stories in coin collecting history, the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. And why this unassuming coin could be your unexpected jackpot. First, let's break it down. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. Most were struck in Philadelphia and, like all Philly coins at the time, they carried no mint mark. So, on the surface, a no mint mark 1971 penny is nothing special. Right? Well, not quite. While most 1971 no mint mark pennies are only worth 1 cent, a tiny fraction have something much more valuable hidden in plain sight. That's where things get really interesting. The key to this coin's value lies in rare mint errors and a special variety that collectors go wild for. The most famous version? The 1971 double diabris penny. This rare variety shows clear doubling on Lincoln's profile and the inscriptions like "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1971. If you spot thick, almost ghost-like shadows or doubled letters when looking at those areas under magnification, you might just be holding a coin worth thousands or more. Let me give you an example. In a highly publicized auction, a pristine example of a 1971 double die penny with no mint mark was graded by a top-tier service and sold for a jaw-dropping $876,000. Why? Because it's not just rare, it's incredibly rare and high grade. Now, before you run to your coin jar, here's what you need to know: condition is everything. Most coins in circulation have been beat up. But if you find a 1971 penny with no mint mark in near-perfect condition, especially with visible doubling, you could be in luck. Check with a magnifying glass or loupe. Look closely at the words in Lincoln's face. True doubling is not a blur, it's distinct, with clean lines and separation. Get it professionally graded. If you think you've got the real deal, don't try to sell it raw. Send it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade makes all the difference in price. Beware of fakes. The demand for these coins has led to counterfeits. That's another reason professional authentication is a must. You're probably wondering how many of these exist. Estimates vary, but experts believe only a small handful of these high-grade double-die 1971 no mint mark pennies have been found. That's what makes them so valuable. Scarcity, demand, and condition, the perfect storm for a six-figure coin. So, next time you're going through your spare change or that old collection from your grandparents, don't overlook the pennies. That plain old 1971 cent might just be the most valuable coin you ever touch. Before we wrap up, here's your quick action plan. Grab a magnifier, check your change, and look for a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Focus on the doubling, especially on the lettering. If you see something suspicious, get it checked out. One small discovery could lead to a life-changing payout. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you or sparked your curiosity, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin finds, and drop a comment if you've ever come across a weird-looking penny. Who knows, maybe your story will be next. Stay curious, stay sharp, and good luck treasure hunting. Imagine finding a penny so rare, so valuable, it could buy you a brand new home or even a Lamborghini. We're talking about a single cent potentially worth up to $876,000. That's right, a coin you might overlook in your pocket change could actually make you richer. This is the story of the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so seemingly ordinary, most people never think twice about it. But here's the twist, not all 1984 pennies are created equal. Now before you run to dig through your coin jar, listen closely. Because the real value lies in a rare error, a specific detail, that turns this copper-colored coin into a collector's dream. So what makes the 1984 penny special? First off, you need to understand the basics. In 1984, the US Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies. Most of them are worth just a cent. Some may be worth a few dollars if they're in pristine condition. But the ones we're interested in? They're worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands, and they have one key feature, a double die error. This type of error happens during the minting process when the coin is struck by a die that has a slight misalignment. It causes certain parts of the design, like letters or Lincoln's profile, to appear doubled. It's visible to the naked eye, especially on Lincoln's earlobe. That's where you want to look. And the most valuable examples, Lincoln's earlobe looks like it was stamped twice. It almost appears like a shadow or a second ear. This error is known as the 1984 double die obverse, or DDO for short. It's subtle, but to coin collectors, it's gold. Here's the kicker. In 2021, one of these rare 1984 double die pennies sold at auction for over $21,000. That's no typo. But that's just the start. There are reports of ultra-rare specimens, with exceptional doubling, perfect condition, and deep red luster, fetching offers nearing $100,000. Some private collectors have allegedly placed values close to $876,000 on pristine examples, especially those graded at the highest levels, like MS69 or ED. So why is there no mint mark? In 1984, the Philadelphia Mint didn't use mint marks on pennies. So when you see a 1984 penny with no mint mark, it's not an error by itself. But combined with the double die, now we're talking serious money. To check if your 1984 penny is valuable, here's what to do. Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass or even your smartphone camera. Look closely at Lincoln's ear. Do you see a second lobe? A faint doubling? Step 2. Examine the letters "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." Doubling there can also increase the value. Step 3. Check the coin's condition. The shinier and more flawless it is, the more it's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. The closer to 70, the more you can expect in value. MS65 or higher? That's where the real treasure begins. Step 4. If you think you've got a winner, don't clean the coin. Ever. Cleaning destroys value. Instead, take it to a professional coin dealer or submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let's not forget, there are millions of 1984 pennies out there, but only a tiny fraction have this error. It's like a needle in a haystack, but that needle might be worth nearly $1 million. So the next time someone tells you pennies are worthless, you'll know better. Because in the world of coin collecting, even a tiny detail can lead to a massive payday. Still think you don't have treasure hiding in plain sight? Check your change. Look through that drawer. Dig into that old jar in your garage. Because somewhere out there, maybe even in your house, is a penny that could change your life, and if you find one, let us know in the comments. You could be the next coin millionaire. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden treasure stories. Because money doesn't always come in $100 bills. Sometimes, it comes in copper. Imagine holding a humble penny and learning it could be worth nearly $1 million. Today, we're diving into the jaw-dropping story of the 1964D Lincoln penny, a coin so rare that in pristine form, collectors pay hundreds of thousands. Let's rewind to 1964. The Denver Mint struck around 3.8 billion pennies, almost all ordinary circulation pieces worth mere cents. Coins.edwardsauctions.com, sun.com +7 coins.thefuntimesguide.com +7 historytools.org +7. But one tiny variation turned this common coin into a legend. The secret lies in three things. First, minting anomalies like repunched mint marks, for example, a D/D error where the Denver Mint mark was struck twice. Sun.com historytools.org +5 pennyverse.info +5 thesun.com +5. Second, special mint set coins, satin finished strikes not meant for circulation, with as few as about 30 known examples, graded MS65 or higher, selling for tens of thousands. n.wikipedia.org +323news.pro +3 antiquestnow.com +3. Third, ultra high grade gems. Like MS67 Plus, the finest known 1964D MS67 sold at auction for over $4,000 in 2012. Coinidentifier.com +10 gainesvillecoins.com +10 pennyverse.info +10. Scene 3, record sales and value, 2 to 3 o'clock, let's talk numbers. A spectacular SMS penny graded MS67 recently fetched around $11,400 in 2019, and values as high as $27,500 are reported. 23news.pro. A 1964D SMS MS67 Plus Red even set records around $158,000. Historytools.org for error coins. A D/D example graded MS64 Red hammered for $4,310 +errorcoins.org +3 pennyverse.info +3 historytools.org +3 People toss around numbers like $876,000 or $1 million, but no verifiable sale hits that mark for a 1964D. It's not unknown, those figures are inflated internet rumors based on misattributed or rare wheat cents. thesun.com +5 pennyverse.info +5 gainesvillecoins.com +5. The reality? Elite SMS or top-graded error coins can quietly sell for six-figure sums, but unless it's a one-of-a-kind variety, you probably won't hit 7 digits yet. What should you do if you find a 1964D? Inspect the D under magnification, look for doubling. Notice a satin finish? That could be an SMS. See brilliant red luster and perfect surfaces? You might have an MS67 Plus, then, no matter what, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. That certification transforms curiosity into credibility and drives extreme value. So the next time you spot a 1964D penny, don't toss it, inspect it. That little cent might hide $4,000 to $158,000 plus in rare value. Could it crack the $1 million myth? Maybe one day. But right now, even in the hundreds of thousands, it's a $1 million story in the making. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin rarity, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more treasure hunting mysteries. Energetic and cinematic delivery, you're unveiling suspense and uncovering secrets of visuals. Zoom in on mint mark, close-ups comparing satin SMS versus circulation penny, on-screen auction price highlights, pacing, rapid intro, clear act structure, gradual escalation toward reveal and payoff.